What's up guys, Celestia here again, bringing you some guides. This time I'm going to be doing a bunch of comprehensive guides for all the characters in FF7 Rebirth. Because it's coming to the PC soon, I thought I would do a bunch of these guides just to show you some hints and tips for the characters before you start getting into the game. And then these will probably help you later on when you're doing some of these bigger battles with the summons and things like that. I was going to do it against Odin initially, but because you have to constantly use ATB commands against Odin, I couldn't really explain how the characters work. So, we're going to explain Cloud's new kit first, because it's a lot different than it was in Remake. I'm playing through Remake on stream at the moment, and I am seeing these differences firsthand. They are, like, the Remake combat feels awful after you play this. So, with Cloud, his new combat, as you can see, he dodges a lot faster. This is pretty much the parry combat that you had in Remake. If you had the materia on, you would hold R1 and then dodge like this. It also does a tiny bit of damage to someone if you're next to them. But with this is kind of showing you how fast Cloud can go. The Punisher mode that you see down the bottom left is the same as what Cloud had in Remake, except it's way quicker. So watch how fast you can switch out of it. This is how fast you can switch out of it. If someone's attacking you, like mid-attack, you can switch into it while they're attacking and attack them back with it. It's insane. There's also a more buffed up version of Punisher mode in this, and it makes the game so easy when you know how the combat works. So there is some universal mechanics, but I'll go into them a bit later, like parry and things like that. But with Cloud himself, you've got the opportunity to do more aerial combat. So with the aerial combat in Remake, you didn't really have it. You would go into the air and then fall down after like 2 seconds of attacking. Whereas in this game, what you can do is you're kind of mid-screen, right? I'm miles away. I'm also just running into things. Let me stop this for a second. Yeah, so I'm miles away, I dodge, I hold square, I'm flying right into Titan's face. That's the new aerial combat with Cloud. And then you have the ability to just do this. Forever. Obviously, if you get out there, then you're just going to fall to the ground. But you can just do that forever. The fact that you have this ability now is just insane. Cloud's movement is so good. So his normal attacks at a range, let me just block this. His normal attacks at range are just this. So he'll charge into the enemy if you're just standing still. So he'll charge straight forward like this and just do his normal combo that you've probably seen in Remake. If you dodge and then start mashing square, this is his combo. Then he flies at the enemy. So you do like a kind of multi-hit sort of arrow move, but it's not really arrow. So he just does like a weird wind blade thing, and then he'll charge into the enemy. So that's dodge and then mash square. If you dodge and hold square, you're going to go flying into him aerial like this. But if you are on the ground and you just tap it and then you just keep mashing it, you're going to do that. Very good way to get in on people in combat. Makes it so much better, because in Remake you were at a distance and Punisher mode didn't bring you in close either. So that's it. That's pretty much it for his normal attacks. If you hold down, sake, I'm getting blown up by everything here. If you hold down square, he charges in and does that circular motion. That's good for a lot of enemies. So there's lots of small enemies. You can pull them all in and then attack them with like a triple slash or something. So from a distance, let's wait. From a distance, we hold square. No, we don't dodge. We don't dodge. Nope. Nope. Titan, play ball. So we hold square and then he does that. That's pretty much the end of that combo. The next thing you want to know is Punisher mode. So Punisher mode is the mode that you had in Remake. It was good in Remake, but in this it's 10 times better. In Remake you couldn't switch out mid-attack, but in this it's as fast as you want it to be. So for example, let's get into it. So Punisher mode, I attack. At a distance, Cloud will sort of charge in, and if you keep mashing square, you're going to do this. Builds up a lot of stagger on the enemy, and builds a lot of ATB for you. If you're in that combo, and you hold down square, you'll do this. As you see, it gives you the Fury buff. This gives you 30% extra damage. I think it also makes you take 30% extra damage, or it makes you take some extra damage, but don't hold me to that. It does a lot of extra damage when you have it. So any point during the Punisher mode, you just hold it down like that. You get that buff and it gives you a lot of ATB as well. When it comes to the move that is similar to Punisher mode, the Prime mode, That's something you get way later. It's like a sword you can find that gives him this ability. That's pretty much the same, but it just gives him a bigger buff and it does a lot more damage. So with Punisher mode and Prime mode, let's switch into Prime mode. Takes a bar of ATB to get into, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to heal up quickly. So pretty much the same thing. If you're in it and you hold R1, it's the same as Prime mode. You can parry, well, not parry, you can retaliate against certain moves. Doesn't really work against projectiles, but if someone does that, then you can instantly just hold down R1 and then just do this. But if you're in Prime mode and you hold down square, this is the combo. Like, I didn't press anything else there apart from square. So you just hold down square, even if you're at a distance. This is probably going to hit me, so I'm going to have to heal up. So even at a distance, you'll charge into the enemy and you'll continue to do the attack. You can also kind of cancel it midway through if you just hold the... So if you hold it and then release and then just hold it again, you'll start going into the same thing. So if you don't need the whole overhead slam, you can get out of it. Very, very good thing to use. Builds up a ton of ATB and also allows you to do this. So if... There you go. If you're in this mode and an enemy's attacking you, while you're mid-attack, you can instantly just hold down R1. You'll do this. And if you do it at the right time, it'll come up with immune, which is basically you parrying while you're in either Prime mode or Punisher mode. Gives you crazy amounts of ATB, builds up a bunch of pressure, and obviously if you parry it at the right time, then you don't take any damage. And then, yeah, it's crazy how good these moves are. This one especially, because of how much damage it does. But that's pretty much it for Cloud's standard moves. He does have a couple other aerial things that you can do. This is probably going to hit me and it's probably going to hurt. So, similar to what I was saying before with Cloud's normal moveset, when you're in the air, and you will float down to the ground if you go down. So for example, if I'm in the air and I go towards him like this, if I don't want to just stay in the air, like, you're going to fall down slowly like this. Give me a sec to see what he's doing. Yeah, so you're going to fall down slowly like that. There is a way to get down to the ground much faster. So, dodging in the air, if you're holding a direction like this, you will just keep dodging all over the place, like this. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, while you're in the air, if you're moving around with the direction, you're going to do this. If you don't press the direction and you press circle, you're going to do this. You will fly right back down to the ground. So if you're fighting something like Bahamut and you're in the air like attacking his wings, because he's quite big, if you're up right there in his face, the quickest way to get back down to the ground is just press circle. So straight back down, like that. And as you can see, this is me just pressing R1 against Titan while he's doing this. And it's doing a bunch of damage to him, it's giving me loads of ATB, it's mitigating a lot of damage. And that's pretty much it for Cloud's normal moveset. When it comes to his abilities, you've got all these that you'll learn throughout the game. A lot of them can be done in the air now, which is great. So Braver, Triple Slash, Firebolt Blade, and Aerial Onslaught. Aerial Onslaught and Firebolt Blade are new, but they can all be done in the air, and Braver actually gets more damage while you're in the air. So Cloud himself is a proper powerhouse in this game. This fight you just saw is me not having any materia on apart from like Chakra to heal myself and Haste, just to actually give myself a bit of speed in case I wanted to get some more ATB back. But obviously I'm at the end of the game, so I've done everything, and this is full power Titan on hard mode, so I wouldn't say to you guys to do this, but if you want to test it out, you can. But for Cloud's actual training tutorial thing, it's garbage. Like, the enemies in that tutorial, you can't really test anything against because they're so weak. But when you come across one of these enemies, if you want to test how his kit works, you can. And as you can see, it's fairly easy to do. So I was on the ground, I dodged and pressed circle, straight into there, and then he's trying to attack me, I can just dodge away. If I'm in the air, I can press circle to get back down to the ground, dodge around him. If I want to switch into Prime mode or Punisher mode at any point, I can. So much stuff you can do with Cloud, he's insane. And if you mix him with a magic build, it's even better. He just does crazy damage, especially with this buff that you see here. And then we've got things like Focus Thrust, where you can just instantly build all this stagger. This move, where you can just build up so much stagger by just mashing square, even if you're in Punisher mode or Prime mode. And then pretty much he's probably dead from here, right? It's been a while since I fought Titan full power, but I feel like he's probably dead. Yeah, there you go. So, crazy amount of things you can do with Cloud. His aerial game is so much better in this game. He can fly into the air, he can go back down to the ground instantly, he can do a bunch of attacks from the air, and he can dodge endlessly while he's in the air. So, way faster, way more aerial game than he had in Remake, and it's such a big improvement. If this guide has helped you guys, leave a like, share the video. I hope you have fun in Rebirth when it comes to PC. If you haven't played it yet, it's such a good game. Like, I sing its praises every time that I do a challenge for someone or play the game. It's like the best game that I've played. I'm so excited for part 3 coming out. But like I said, if you like the video, share it. I will see you guys in the next one, which will be Tifa. And yeah, she is crazy in this game as well. They tried to nerf her, but they didn't do a very good job. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.